Today is going to be a different kind of day. So, I got a question for each and every one of you. How do you guys want to make money? I've been thinking. I've shared my story with you, starting with a YouTube channel, writing a book, creating online courses, doing coaching, and creating a podcast. These are the ways that I made millions of dollars. But for some reason, you guys don't want to do that. How do I know? Talking to a student. Got into wholesaling. Wholesaling is swamped. If you do not have a big budget, it's very hard to make money with wholesaling in most locales unless you just happen to be in a good location. So what I want to do today is have you guys put in the comments, how do you want to make money? Now, I have a few opinions. I have a few things I'm thinking about. Once again, from students. People do not want to hire folks. Don't want to hire folks. I got one woman, she's literally terrified of hiring folks, and she's looking for a business that she could do herself. And let me just go ahead and say this. If getting rich was easy, everyone would be rich. Everyone. Now, what you're seeing is most people are not rich. Many people are struggling to have money. Many people are in that struggle. So let's go ahead and talk about, it's going to be a challenge for you to make more money. If you have a full-time job, and this has been my advice for years, do not quit your job. I've been saying that for years. Don't quit your job. So you don't quit your job. What does this mean? You're going to be doing a lot of work. Your weekends are going to be taken up. Your evenings are going to be taken up. Will this go on forever? Absolutely not. However, there's this belief that you can somehow get rich easy. There's YouTube vitals. Getting rich is easy. Okay. One of the things that I want you guys to understand is it is in your power, it is in your ability, it is in your scope to make more money. However, it's going to take a lot of effort. You will not be coasting, and I'm going to just keep it straight up. You'll be working 7 days a week for 6 months to a year. Now, let's go ahead and look at your life the way it is now. Let's say you have a job. Let's say you have a good job, and you're making $85,000 to $150,000 a year. That's a good job today. And you still find yourself, you can't buy the exact car that you want. You can't live where you want, but you want those things. And they're possible. You can get them. Technology will allow it. However, what I'm seeing here is this barrier. And the barrier is that you guys do not want to highly activate, because here's the thing. It's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take a lot of time for you to make more money. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be simple. There's no little money switch you can flip and then the money starts flowing in. It's just not. However, if you are willing to adjust who you are, adjust your schedule, adjust your lifestyle, have a good conversation with your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or boyfriend, it's like, look, I'm about to bust it down. I'm about to be working a lot and I need your support. Because here's the thing, and I want you guys to really hear me. Years and years ago, I used to work 7 days a week, 12, 16 hours a day. And I absolutely loved what I was doing. I loved it. Storage auction business. And that level of hard work prepared me for the future. Honestly, I don't even work nowhere near as hard as I used to. I used to go home back hurting, arms sore from moving stuff. I don't work like that anymore, but that was the foundational level. That was the foundational level. I'll never work like that again. I'll never be moving stuff. It's just, but that was a phase and that was part of my life. And for you guys, I think you have got to let go of the internet narratives. The internet narratives tells you can become a trader. You can make money with crypto. You can do all these things. I have a friend who graduated from MIT. His father left him millions of dollars. He lost $3 million in 6 months of trading. This guy is a genius and he lost money. But you, a regular person on the internet, are going to take this trading course and make millions of dollars. And there's a trader in my group, and he said something really interesting. He said, there's a trading window. First time I've ever heard this. He's like, he makes money from this period to this period, and this period is hard. Never heard that in any trading video, and this man's been trading for 20 years. So one of the things that you guys have got to understand is the capacity for you to make a lot of money exists. It's possible, but you will have to do the work. And that's the big issue that I'm seeing, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a lack of understanding, because if you were to do it, and I have conversations with people about doing other things, and then when they start stacking up, like if you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this, it changes. That's reality. That's life, man. So, question, what do you want to do to make money? How do you want to make money? What do you want to put out to make money? What do you want to do to create money? Because I'll be interested, and put that in the comments, because I see what I see. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I see a lot of foolishness, like the cargo van business. Like, get a cargo van, make $2,500 a week. It ain't happening. It's not happening. I have literally seen people, I do a cargo van, I make $1,000, I make $1,200 a week. That's the reality of the situation. Internet lies have got a lot of y'all twisted, but because here's the thing, and let's go back to the nurse. The nurse is a good example. The nurse has a unique set of skills that if he was to create a nurses staffing company, he could make millions and be at home with his wife and kid. Don't want that, because he's locked in on being a YouTuber. And I think a lot of you are locked in on some jacked up business models that are just not going to work out for you, but you're locked in and nobody can tell you anything different, because you're like, you've seen it. Well, XYZ did this. I'm about to say something that a lot of y'all will find unsavory. I had the ability to fuck women that you cannot fuck. How's that possible? Because I have skill sets. So just because I can do it, don't mean that you can do it, unless you get those skill sets. Y'all see my girlfriend. She's adorable. She's beautiful. How did I get her? I got skills. I got skill sets. So once again, one of the things that you need to understand, and this is something else on New Disruptive Male, someone asked me, it's like, where's the picture of your girlfriend? Which tells me that the New Disruptive Male is bringing in new people. It's bringing in new people. I like that. I like that a lot. So once again, put in there, what do you want to do to make money? And let's see what we come up with. Let's see what we build and come up with. So once again, what do you want to do to make money? Please put that in the comments.